What is up, YouTube fam? TJP Fishing Outdoors, and you might be thinking, Tyler, you just wore this in the last video. That's right, because the last video I just filmed, and I'm filming another one because once again it is raining. I want to make sure I have videos, good quality videos for you guys to watch while it's raining. Hopefully I'll go fishing tomorrow and I'll be able to film that. But what we're going to be talking about today is spinnerbaits, okay? Right now it's fall time, so it is a great time to be throwing spinnerbaits, and I throw spinnerbaits more than I do chatterbaits. I hope to throw more chatterbaits next year, but I also said that last year, and I still go back to what I know is good and true. So there's a whole bunch of spinnerbaits out there, but before I get into it, I want to say that there will not be a verse of the day, because I said it in the last video. So I do apologize for that, but I do encourage everybody to read their Bibles every day. And if you guys have a verse of the day, you can drop it in the comments below and I will read it for times just like this when I'm filming multiple videos in a day. Also, thank you guys for hitting 500 subscribers for the end of Halloween. If you haven't, look at the video of the giveaway winners a couple videos back and see if you're a winner and claim it by the end of Thanksgiving, November, somewhere in between there. And also, if you guys want to join Upside, there will be a link probably or a code for you guys to use, and you'll save 15 cents off your first gallon of gas at the select locations. When you look on their app, there will be a map of restaurants, gas, and a whole bunch of other stuff where you can earn cash back, you know, like 15% back, something like that. But you guys will earn 15 cents off your first fill up by using that code that is in the description whenever new users join, and it will give you cash back that you can later put into your own bank account and spend it on fishing stuff, because that is good, smart financial decisions from Tyler. Also speaking with the guy that has $0 in his bank account. So this is great. I love it. I love it. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about spinnerbaits. There's a whole bunch of different ones, and I want to inform you guys on the different kinds and what they all do before you go out and buy a whole box full of them. So first, this is probably going to be my new favorite, and this is it's my favorite blade style. I haven't tried this exact one, so I will be tying it up right after this. But this is a Jewel Jolt ½ ounce. But what it is a spinnerbait. So if anybody doesn't know what a spinnerbait is, it is a jig head with a skirt or no skirt and a hook, and you can put a paddle tail, swim bait, craw, anything on there, and it should imitate a school of bait fish by the blades. Now, what I already like about this and Googan Squad is they have line keepers, line keepers, so that wire's wrapped around it, so your knot doesn't slide down and mess up everything. But also what I like about this is a single Colorado blade. So there's going to be different kinds of blades that you find on your spinnerbaits. The bigger the blade, either the more flash or the bigger thump. So pretty much the most common ones are Willow and Colorado. Okay, and there are also blades called Indiana blades, which are kind of like a Colorado, but they're bent a little bit more, and they kind of have like ripples in them. I don't know if I have any like that, but a Colorado blade, your two main differences for are dirty water and clear water. So Colorado blades, Indiana blades are great for dirty water, because, or if you have a lot of threadfin shad. Now, I don't know about you, but I fish ponds in southern Illinois, and I couldn't tell you what a threadfin shad looked like unless I pulled it up, picture it on Google. But threadfin or Colorado blades give off a thumping action. So there's going to be a lot of vibration in your rod and your into the water. So it'll be easier for the fish to find. The bigger the blade, the louder, the bigger the thump. So sorry if this is like a jingle fest in here. A little side note, this is not a spinner. Oh, easy. This is not a spinner bait, but it's an underspin, and it has a little willow blade on the bottom just to give a little flash in the wintertime and stuff like that. So you got different sizes of lures. So I'm trying to find one. Oh, there's one. Which I thought I have a lot in here, just different colors and stuff like that. So this right here is a double Colorado blade. Okay, so this has a 4.75 and a 3 blade. I don't know the difference of sizes, except they're bigger and smaller, and Colorado blades thump. That's about all I know. So, and there's also different size, so you can get a 1 blade, 2 blade, 3 blade, and I think the biggest they go is 4 blade. But just the bigger the flat, the more blades, the bigger the flash, bigger the thump, bigger, it's just a bigger everything. So that's a double Colorado blade, which is good for dirty water. Now, most of the time what you're gonna see when you pick up a spinnerbait, this is probably the most common one, is a Colorado blade and a willow blade. So once again, that willow blade is gonna look like a little bitty bait fish, and it's gonna shine. It's got a lot of shine to it. So if it's a real sunny day, you can use them in dirty water, because there is a, like this one right here, the chartreuse and white, is a Colorado and a willow blade, excuse me. They catch fish. So that Colorado blade is little, so it will give off a little bit of vibration for that dirty water, and also a flash. So you could use that one really anywhere. And here is not the best one, but it is a type. So this is the double willow blade. It has 2 longer types of blades, and that's good for clear water or sunny days to give off that flash. Now, depending on where to throw all of these, I would say on the outside of brush and on the outside of grass, a lot just on the edge of everything, because they do good in brush and rocks and sticks and stumps and whatever else is in your pond. But grass especially, there's a lot. So you have to remember, yes, it can go through brush because of that wire, but also it can't go through a lot because there's that wire. So you got that wire here, I'll show you. Here's the single Colorado blade, but here is you got your wire, and it goes up this much. So this is probably an inch and a half. Should be used to that size, but you have that much clearance to go through a mat of grass or something like that, and that blade that's spinning, and then once it goes through grass, it's not gonna spin anymore. So really on the outside of everything, and depending on what time of year, usually in the summertime, you could probably burn them a little bit quicker, but try to keep it in the middle of the water column. That's really where you want to throw these, middle water column, or, you know, depending on the time of year, top or bottom. So right now in the fall and winter time, I'm going to keep it at the middle or below. Try to slowly drag them across the bottom or through the middle. And in the summertime, springtime, you could go through the middle and just under the surface about a foot or so. There's also something called Alabama rigs, and it looks like a baby mobile. I really wish I could find it, but if you guys, sorry, I'm trying to find it, but if you guys look up an Alabama rig, be sure to check your state laws about it, because some states require you to only have so many hooks Like I believe in Illinois it's 2, and so on a 5 rig, Alabama rig, I could have 5, but only 2 of those could have hooks. Once again, I'm not sure because I don't throw Alabama rigs, and I'm throwing them right out this pond, so please DNR don't come after me. I'm just trying to test it out and see how the thing works, but that thing is huge. And there's also a 3-wire one, but they have, depending on the type you get, they'll have 3 swim baits. So they will look like this, well, just the jig heads, and you'll supply your own swim baits. But then you got a swim bait, and they'll have little bitty willow blades to give off a little bit of flash to them. But once again, this video is about spinner baits, so I like to stick to 3/8 to 1/2 ounce. I really like the 1/2 ounce. You can go 3/4 or an ounce or 1/4. It just depends on really where you're at, what you're fishing, what you're doing, you know, that kind of situation. If you're fishing a big deep lake, probably 3/4 ounce, 1 ounce. I've never thrown something that big because I don't go to deep lakes and stuff like that. But ponds, 1/2 ounce, 1/2 ounce will get it down deep pretty quickly, and you can fish it pretty effectively. And if you want it just a little bit lighter for a slower fall or to stay a little bit higher, you can go with a 3/8 of an ounce. But don't get wrapped up too much in the numbers and colors and all of that. What I like to stick to is white and black. And if it's a clear pond, like a bluegill color, because it looks like school bait fish. So there's, like, as you can see in my box, I have pretty much one color, and that's white or chartreuse. So the bass see chartreuse as a brighter white. That's why there's a lot of that in there. And there's one red. 2 reds actually, but whites, blacks, that's all I do. You know, there's a bunch of colors out there, but whites, blacks, chartreuses, depending on your water clarity. If it's dirtier water, you'll want to go with black or white, or if it's a dirty water, you'll want to go with black or chartreuse and white. But I have also found out that the black, white, and bluegill color works well in clearer waters. So really it's just personal preference on that. But don't get overwhelmed by the colors, numbers, all of that. Just go out and get you a spinnerbait and tie it on, and you can just cast and retrieve it, or you can cast it out, let it sink, rip it across, and then let it fall, reel it. You can really vary your retrieve. You can reel it and pause it a little bit for that skirt to flare out like a little bluegill puffs his fins, his dorsal fins out. You can do a whole lot of stuff. You can hop it off the bottom if you want. I don't know why you would, but you can do it. You can do anything, put your mind to. So that's pretty much all I got for you right now. Let's see here. Right now, what I have tied on is a chartreuse and white Terminator spinnerbait with a silver Colorado blade and a big willow blade on it, with a XZone mini swimmer, 3.5 inch on the back. Man, I got that stuff memorized, baby. So yeah, hopefully you guys learned a lot in this video and I didn't blab too much and bore you. If you guys want to check out everybody in the description, like J-Man Custom Baits and Tackle, you can use my code Tyler10 at checkout, and you'll be entered to win a $50 gift card if it is entered before the end of November, which only 2 people have entered it, so you guys have a high chance of getting it. Also, check out everybody in the description. Use the discount codes. I'm here to save you money. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to be subscribed if you're new, and I'll catch you guys on the water. Peace.